One thing I love about going away and doing some fishing trips with friends is that at the end of the day, the competition still rolls on from the boat to the kitchen. Everyone dishes up their favourite meal and puts it on the plate in front of you. You get to try a lot of different varieties of seafood. Now, the one I love to use when I was out there catching the wahoo is a lemon butter wine glaze on top of my wahoo. And I put a little bit of green peppercorns in there as well, reduce that down, that sauce, and just lay it on top. It's absolutely amazing. But a mate of mine caught an African pompano, very similar to our diamond trevally we catch here in Australia, but a rare catch over in the Pacific. And it's supposed to be one of the tastiest sashimi fish on the planet. But he really surprised me when he brought it out. I was expecting raw fish, right? But I didn't get that. I got a miso glazed African pompano. So I thought to myself, I'm gonna do something different here. I'm gonna take the glaze, take the recipe, and add a different style of fish. So today, we're cooking up miso glazed spotted mackerel. The ingredients we have here, quite simple. We've got some water, we've also got some sake. Nothing like some hot sake on a nice cold night. We've also got some hon mirin. We've got our light soy sauce, some caster sugar, and sesame seeds, but we've also got our miso paste. Now the miso paste here is a white miso, and it's made from fermented soybeans and rice. It's only fermented for a short amount of time because it gives off a nice sweeter flavour and a milder miso taste. Now you can get yellow miso and a darker miso, which is really strong, but if you're just going to use just a general miso in your cooking, I do suggest the white one. Substitutes that you might have in your cupboard is dashi or a bit of tahini. So let's get in this, we'll mix it into a bowl and start the whisking. We've put all the wet ingredients together. We're just mixing around the sugar here so it all infuses and breaks down into that sauce. Done. So now what we have is a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm just going to put our fish into that hot pan. The liquid goes into our hot pan. And we now put the lid over it. So just turn the temperature down from high back to medium. We don't want it bubbling away too much. If there's too much bubble, it's going to break that fish apart and of course reduce too much. So we just go back down to that medium heat, put the lid on it, and of course that'll take probably about another 4 minutes or so. Right, so that fish is looking amazing. I'm just going to turn the heat off here whilst I do this next part. So I need to remove the fish from the liquid and we're going to plate this up now. So the first piece is coming out is the lovely tail section. Section here. And then we've got that the shoulder section. Sensational. So whilst we let our fish rest, we need about 100 millilitres of liquid, and we're going to add our miso paste, and with our Vitamizer, we're going to blend it. Turn the heat back on. We then add this sauce mixture back to our original sauce. Being careful not to stir it too much, but also not burn it. So we just mix all this in together. So our glaze has definitely started to thicken up, which is awesome. It's about 5 to 7 minutes on this number here. We're just going to turn our heat off. Have a look at that. It's lovely, thick sauce. And we're just going to take a spoon of that. Just ladle it to the top. Some roasted sesame seeds. The smell of that is absolutely divine. You've got that complexity of the miso going in there. It really complements that fish and of course the saltiness of the soy, and then we've got the nuttiness of those sesame seeds. Let's have a bit of a dive into this and see how good it is, and I'll tell you what, oops. Absolutely divine. Give it a crack. Here's some tips to get you underway.
Now for your miso mackerel, mix up the wet ingredients first. We're going to then poach the fish in the liquid until it's cooked. Remove the fish straight out and then add the miso paste to the liquid, thicken it up and pour over the top. Enjoy!
And of course, thanks for watching Step Outside YouTube channel for lots of cooking and fishing action. Like, subscribe, and of course comment.
for more catches like this and cooking recipes.